Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Talk, a show where two gals talk film, television, and everything in between the reels. I'm your host, Ileana Melendez, and I'm joined here today by my ever so lovely co-host, Miss Josie Melendez. And today is no regular film talk, which doesn't exist because we don't film regularly. Today is an
You thought
Oscar
about
talk. I did. I really did. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. But we're back today to sit down and just talk about chaos. Talk about, what is quite literally shaping up to be the most chaotic award season in the last couple of years. I don't think we've actually been this hype about an award season since 2019, 2020, like Parasite.
Parasite.
This is the most exciting Oscar race we have witnessed in a hot minute, and I'm really excited. And we're just gonna go, dive in, talk about the, kind of like the big time nominees, I suppose. We're gonna talk about the main categories. We're not gonna go into the nitty gritty. There's like a plethora of other channels to do that. We're just gonna talk what we have seen, what we think should win, and what we think will probably win.
We're just gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun because that's what award season should be about. But
Yeah.
we're just gonna have fun with it. And the Oscars, we're filming this the night before the Oscars, so this should be going up right before the Oscars, theoretically. So I will leave a little note here for myself in the future. But yeah, what do we want to start off with? Because it's kind of crazy. These acting categories they're pretty cutthroat. There are some that shouldn't be there, but they're pretty cutthroat overall. What do you want to start with?
I don't think we need to go through all of the below the line categories. Not to say that below the line doesn't matter. Below the line is very important.
Mm-hmm.
But I am very undecided when it comes to the below the line this year. So I don't think we have to go through each one, but I think it would be interesting to just brush over them real quick before we go to above the line.
Okay.
I know that off the top of my head, I don't have the list in front of me, but
I sent you the link.
I know, but I saw it on my phone. If you guys hear a little clickety clackety sound, that is my mouse.
Oh, she's a working woman.
But while I look up the list, cinematography.
Oh, I know.
What a disappointing category this year.
Listen. We're not going to talk like that about Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths, okay?
Okay, but that one, I talked about it yesterday. Had the opportunity of being on Leo's from Geekly Goods. Go follow him. I got to be on Leo Rydell's live stream with Larry, aka Chili Boy YT. And
we love Larry.
We had fun. And we were talking about cinematography, and I was like, Bardo is the best one out of that entire list.
No kidding.
And they were like,
by far.
I'm like, but wait, they were like, have you seen it? I was like, no, but I've seen the trailer and it's fabulous.
Even the trailer has even the trailer has more impressive cinematography than the rest of the category, in my
regardless
opinion.
of the story, you don't have to even if I end up watching it and I don't like the story, I will acknowledge that it looks freaking fantastic.
Yeah, and it's just, and again, if you guys follow me on Twitter, Bardo became my top 4 on Letterboxd as soon as I watched it. Bardo left a scar in my heart in the best way possible. I haven't stopped thinking about it since, but I haven't had the heart to see it again because it is so heartbreaking. But it is a gorgeous, gorgeous film, and gorgeous, gorgeous girls know that Bardo, Una falsa crónica de unas cuantas verdades, deserves to win that Oscar for cinematography, and honestly was snubbed in a couple other categories probably, but we're not going to get into that.
See, here's the thing, it's not going to win, and that's the saddest part.
I hate it. I hate it here. Yeah, I wish the Handful of Truths included it winning cinematography, because if there's anything, if there's anything Alejandro González Iñárritu movie knows how to do, it's the cinematography. You go in because you're gonna go on a fucking ride. It's like 40x in a very still chair.
Yeah, but the problem with the below the line categories this year is that All Quiet on the Western Front got so many noms, and it's probably gonna have a couple of wins. And at least with HCA, when we're voting, it probably applies to all other critics award shows, but at least for us, like they're very adamant about reminding us, like, hey, we know that a couple of these are gonna win, but try to spread out the wins. Like, it's always fun voting for your favorite, but try to acknowledge that maybe there's something else that was better than your favorite in a category. But the Oscars really love, if one is popular, if they really like one, they really go for that one, as we can see with the nominees. Because again, All Quiet on the Western Front freaking snuck its way.
It really did.
Crawled out of the trenches into every single category. But
It said No Man's Land, try me.
yeah, but I feel like it's a 1917 kind of deal. Either way. Though I'm not on the Elvis train. I don't want it to win this category, but it would be nice to see Mandy Walker win, since it would be the first time a woman wins this category.
I mean, I can't even remember the last time a woman was nominated for this category aside from Rachel Morrison, I think. It's been a couple of
I don't
years,
know.
so
I'm not a stats person.
it's not a stat. It's just a fact. Rachel
Exactly,
Morrison
but,
was the
you know.
cinematographer for, and I only know this because she was the cinematographer for Black Panther, like the first one. And she was the cinematographer in another movie that I can't remember the name of right now. It's like a one word. It's not Mud. I'm sure I'll put it here. It's been a few years, but I remember specifically knowing her name because she was I think she was the first woman actually nominated in that category. Fun fact. Happy
Yeah.
Women's History Month. But I digress. It would be fun to see her win. I don't particularly love the cinematography of Elvis, but then
No.
again, I don't love Elvis, period. And no disrespect to the Elvis girlies, but I don't think Elvis should have been anywhere near the Academy
Okay.
Awards this year.
I will not diss the cinematography. I think it's the editing that throws me off.
It's Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah,
It's
because it
Baz
does look
Luhrmann.
good in some parts. I know Zoe, of course, posted 4 pictures from the film
Yeah.
justifying why Mandy Walker deserved the win, because she did win an award for the cinematography. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
It's the editing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If the editing had served Mandy's cinematography more, then yeah, I would have gotten behind it. But
Because I do like
yeah.
Baz's style. I like Moulin Rouge. I like Moulin Rouge.
You
But
and
with this
everyone
one, I just
else.
felt, yeah, this one just, I
This was a lot.
I,
My dad will watch
I like
anything.
Great Gatsby. It's just this one. I don't know. It's
Dude.
like you're putting cyanide in your fucking veins.
Dude, my dad will watch anything, and he told me this morning. You know what he told me this morning? He's like, "Yeah, I started like the first 5 minutes of Elvis, and I had to turn it off." Because, dude, it's a lot. And I was like, yeah, imagine, sitting in a movie theater like I did and watching the rest of the movie. I felt like I ran a fucking marathon. Link to our Elvis review down in the description below.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be interesting. To me, I believe Darius Kanji does deserve to win for Bardo, but is probably either going to be All Quiet or Elvis, to be honest. Well, that's cinematography. What are we going to tackle next?
Costumes. I would love to see Ruth Carter, but it seems like Elvis is sneaking up on this one. Also, Shirley Kurata from Everything Everywhere at Once has won an award for costume for the movie. So if we're going from accolades, they have more weight.
Mm-hmm.
But Black Panther Wakanda Forever, come on. Please give it to it. I want it to win.
Dude, seriously, like I really like this category. I think pretty much everybody here has done incredible, impeccable costume design work. I think they all have, even Elvis has great costumes. I can't deny that. But, as much as I enjoy Babylon, you cannot watch Wakanda Forever and tell me that Ruth Carter did not step it up once again for Black Panther. Like it's the level of detail and the scale of it all that is really impressive, and it's just so well thought out that 100%. I really hope that I do see Ruth Carter on that stage again, accepting her Oscar like she deserves.
Give an award to the Tiny Shorts. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying. And now I have to not think of the Tiny Shorts for the rest of the episode. God damn.
Yeah. So Babylon.
Babylon was
I think
cute.
it's gonna get score.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's going to get production design.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope our boy Justin Hurwitz gets his Oscar because he deserves it. I listened to that Babylon soundtrack in my during my commute during really heavy traffic. My day today, I'm just listening to Coke Room on my way to work. Yeah. I really enjoy that soundtrack, and I believe it deserves to win score. I almost said sound, not the same thing.
Well, sound, it's really between All Quiet and Top Gun.
It should have been between Nope and Nope. But, you know. I went there.
Because it's true.
It's fucking true. You know how many times I've seen Nope the past, 3 months? 3 times. And every single time, I'm like, I get mad. I get mad all over again because it's so brilliant. It is so brilliant.
I haven't seen All Quiet, so I'm leaning more towards Top Gun because I think that's the closest we can get to Nope. And it's just me thinking of, the sound that happens when you're in the air. Because, Jean Jacket be floating. Jean Jacket be floating around. And I'm like,
Jean Jacket is Nope's fighter jet. Yeah, we'll take it.
I'm gonna nickname one of the fighter jets Jean Jacket and just close my eyes and I'm like, oh my god,
Nope. Yeah. I think it will too.
Editing.
Because Top Gun got way too many noms, and it's bound to win some of them same way. So let's look at editing real quick.
I think Top Gun is actually it might go home with nothing.
I love the sound of that.
I know,
vroom, vroom.
But here's the thing. I think All Quiet is going to win cinematography, and if it doesn't, I'll be happy. Not because I don't like the movie. Again, I haven't seen the movie. We want Bardo, as we've established. But if All Quiet wins cinematography, they might want to spread it out, so Top Gun might win sound, because that's also the only award they might give it. That's my logic.
Yeah. It's true. That's fair, honestly. Who's in film editing again? I'm refreshing my memory. The Banshees of Inisherin.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, and Top Gun.
I think it's a race between Everything Everywhere and Top Gun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, fam. If Elvis wins this and pulls a Bohemian Rhapsody for film editing, I'm going to riot. I'm gonna smash my bottle of rosé onto the ground.
I want Everything Everywhere All at Once to win.
Me too, of course. I think it's just so well done. It's what Elvis thought it did, with that, whiplash, very rapid pace editing, but done correctly, done right. Okay, Everything Everywhere has really exciting editing that doesn't give me an eyesore.
It's also one of those things that if it weren't for the editing, it's probably going to win Best Picture, so it has to win editing. If it wasn't for the editing, you wouldn't have the film. The film relies so much on the editing to be able to create a linear structure that you're able to follow.
Yep.
Considering all the different multiverses that we explore.
The editing itself is a character.
Yeah, I genuinely think Eeao is going to win.
Isn't that a Bastille song?
Yeah.
So yeah, film editing, Everything Everywhere, sweep, please, thank you. All right, where are we going moving on to next?
International feature film, simple. All Quiet on the Western Front. Maybe Argentina 1985 could pull an upset, but I mean, you nominated this freaking war movie everywhere. How are you not going to give it international feature film?
I don't mind it winning international feature film as long as it doesn't take Best Picture. That's all.
Yeah, so
That's all I
stays the
feel.
frick away.
Now, wouldn't it be so cute and quirky if Eeao
If
won?
Eeao. Yes. Give it to the donkey.
I want to see the donkey walk on stage. High key. You think they're
But
going to take the donkey
died
to
at
the red
end of
carpet?
movie.
Shit.
I wish.
That's true.
Jenny and Eeao reunion.
Jenny and Eeao reunion on the Oscar red carpet. That would be amazing. All right. What
Really
else? Music original
now
score.
we're gonna Photoshop both donkeys onto the red carpet with Marcel in the middle.
That's kind of Shrek the Shriekwell.
Okay, but if Marcel isn't at the Oscars red carpet, I'm gonna scream.
I hope that he's there with his little top hat, just like at the BAFTAs.
Yeah. Because
He
I'm
needs
pretty
to
sure
be
they
there.
glued it to it. So I'm pretty sure there's like a regular Marcel and then there's the Marcel with the top hat.
There's a daytime Marcel and there's a nighttime Marcel.
They Sharpied his shoes black.
Excellent. We love to see it. Now I need to get.
Did you
now
see,
I
the,
need to get
did
a
you
top
see
hat.
the video I sent you of Marcel zooming with Brendan Fraser?
No. Oh my
You
god,
need to
no!
check your
I have to see
Instagram
it
later.
now.
People, if she doesn't see it by the time this goes up, bully her. It's Marcel and Brendan on Zoom talking about each other's movies. It's so cute.
Fucking cute. Oh my god.
A24 posted it. And I'm like, y'all are killing it this year.
A24's marketing this year has been insane.
They
I'm
heard people
really
talking
happy.
shit saying they're not good at campaigning their films. And they were like, ha, we'll see about that.
hold my campaign. Honestly. All right.
Hold my 35
Music, original
millimeter
score.
lens.
Music, original score. Babylon deserves to win.
Babylon. Yeah. Next
Although
category.
Everything Everywhere has
I
a
don't know
wonderful score too. John Williams scored The Fablemans? My guy. I didn't know, that. That's sad.
Yeah.
Aye. All right.
I do love Sun Lux. I wish Sun Lux would get some love, but they already got some love as a nominee.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope for Babylon, because that's the only thing I think we'll get for this movie. And maybe, again, production design, I'm still holding out hope for it. Because the Coke Room itself is just magnificent.
Original
Makeup
song.
and hairstyle. Oh, original song? Okay. Natu Natu.
I think it is. I think it's going to go to Natu Natu. It would be fun if it went to Lift Me Up, because I really do enjoy that song. But Natu Natu.
That's the upset. I do think Natu Natu is going to win because it has been winning the award at so many places. Also, the Oscars released their promo for the ceremony on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
And when they mention like performances by blah 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 blah, and then they say, before saying Natu Natu, they're like, and the global hit Natu Natu, and I'm like, oh, it's winning. You're calling it a global hit.
If they're giving it that promo
freaking...
love. I mean, they've said things and then not done them before. Moving on.
I think it's gonna go to Natu Natu.
I hope so too. I haven't seen RRR, but
I'm sorry, Diane Warren. This is not your year. Someday indeed.
All right, what's next? Visual effects. I want to give visual effects a little shout out, because this is like the one moment, the one category that the Batman got recognized for. Even though I really do think that Michael Giacchino should have been, score would have been a whole other story if Michael Giacchino's score would have been nominated. That would have been an incredible race.
It was supposed to be nominated. It was supposed to win this year, which is why I'm holding out hope for Babylon, because it is second best to the Batman.
The Batman soundtrack slaps. It is phenomenal. It's gorgeous. Go listen to it if you haven't already. But visual effects for Batman, also, I think they deserve to win. Even though they're not going to. But I think they deserve to win.
It's going to go to Avatar. This category is locked.
Yeah.
If Avatar
doesn't win, I'm going to run a lap.
Be found dead in the aisle.
I'm going to run around my house. I really am.
I'm going to drink.
I'm going to drink anyway. But imagine.
Because we're going to a bar to see the Oscars. A couple of friends, some film.
I'm
Twitter
watching it at
peeps.
home.
I know, but we're
I
gonna
know.
be at a
Next
bar,
year.
so I guess we'll figure something out. They're gonna have themed drinks, and like they put little googly eyes under glasses. I'm excited.
You're gonna have a fucking awesome time, honestly.
I also found a googly eye on the sidewalk today. What wonderful campaigning! The universe knows.
The marketing
The
has gone
universe
off.
knows.
The marketing has gone off. A24 owns New York City. All right. So yeah, visual effects probably gonna go to Avatar. I wish it would go to the Batman. I really do. Okay, what's next?
I think we can go above the line.
Are we going upstairs? Above the line?
Upstairs.
All right. Do you want to start with actor or actress?
Let's start supporting actor because it's locked. Ki Hui Kwan.
Yeah. Ki Hui Kwan. That's it. And that's the story. If he doesn't win, I'm gonna riot. Unless Brian Tyree Henry wins.
Oh, ojalá. I wouldn't mind. We love him in Film Talk.
We love, dude. If I can find the clip, can you imagine like 2 years ago we were like, oh my god, this Brian Tyree Henry is so cute. I'm really excited to see where his career goes. And look at him now, nominated for a freaking Oscar. I love that for him. I think he's so phenomenal. I think because he's
great.
He's such a good actor. He uses charisma, and give him more movies. More Brian Tyree Henry. So yeah, if he wins instead of Ki Hui Kwan, I'm not gonna be super mad because that would still be really awesome. But Ki Hui Kwan is gonna win. There's just no break. There's no way.
So actress in a supporting role is
This is vicious
story. It's vicious.
This is very
Unfortunately,
vicious.
Hong Chau, Stephanie Hsu, good evening. Thank you for being here.
I mean, I was shocked to see Hong Chau nominated. Not that I don't want her nominated, because I thought she was phenomenal, and like her and Brendan Fraser,
even though she deserves to be.
She was being completely ignored. The same with Stephanie Hsu, and I think they're phenomenal actresses. So honestly, I think beggars can't be choosers, I guess here. So I have to be happy for the nominations we had. But the race is between Jamie Lee Curtis, Carrie Condon, and Angela Bassett. Unfortunately,
yeah,
it's tight.
I'm sticking to Angela Bassett. Maybe it's not the smartest option. Maybe someone else is going to be like, well, Carrie Condon has the BAFTA. Jamie Lee Curtis has the SAG. I don't care. Angela Bassett has the Golden Globe. She's been getting a bunch of recognition.
Angela Bassett has been sweeping a lot more.
Yeah,
this entire season. That's it.
If she had won the SAG, she'd be a lock. And she was a lock. But now it's like,
Now I'm still
rooting for her. I still think she's gonna win.
Me too. And I think she's gonna give a brilliant fucking speech because she opens her mouth to speak, and I'm like, yes, yes, goddess.
My soul leaves my body for a second.
Honestly, I can't wait to hear Angela Bassett's Oscar acceptance speech. It's gonna be one for the ages. They're probably gonna play it at the museum. We're manifesting to that level, to that degree.
And if not, I don't think there's a right answer for this category. So guys, girls, gays, and theys, predict to your heart's desires and just have fun.
I think the only actress here that I would not be super happy if they won would be Carrie Condon. She was fine. She's good. But like compared to everyone else.
I said that yesterday.
Of course you did. Anyone else here could win and I would cheer with glee.
No, it makes me happy to know that I'm not alone because I remember everyone cheering for Carrie Condon, everyone trying to get nominated when I first saw the movie. I was like, did we see the same movie? She didn't stand out to me. I'm not saying it was a bad performance, but I don't know. All the performances in the Banshees to me were okay.
It was an okay movie overall.
I felt more moved with Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett, literally, I'm sure she got nominated because of that one scene in the throne room.
Guaranteed.
Because it's so commanding. And it's literally just one scene, and she did way more than everyone else. Hong Chau did so much in that freaking porch when she's talking to the kid, being like, get out of here. With her little cigarette, like...
I hope that's her Oscar clip, honestly. I
I
really
hope so
do.
too.
I think she's so
But
brilliant. If she wins, that would be great. And it'll also be a huge fuck you to Darren Aronofsky. And
yes,
I would like die so happy.
she was so good. She was literally one of the best performances there, on par, almost better than Brendan.
Yeah,
They're
100%.
right there.
They're right there. I think they carry the movie. They really do. Without
It
them,
wouldn't work
it's
without
not.
them. So
Yeah.
Darren, watch yourself.
I hope he does. I hope he stays
For
humble.
legal reasons, that is not a threat. I'm just telling you to be more humble. Actor.
In a leading role. It's Brendan Fraser or bust.
Some people would call us crazy for saying Brendan, saying it's a lock with Austin, but you know what? I say no.
Absolutely
I will not allow it.
It's not. We are not getting another Rami Malek. Just stop. Just stop. And if we do, Oscars are a joke. I mean, they always have. They have been a joke. We've been new. We just have fun with it. But give it, dude. Faisal, give it to Bill Nye. I haven't even seen Living. And just for his performance in Underworld, you could give it to him, and I would be happy. Because I know he's brilliant. Give it to Paul. Give it to literally anybody else. Give it to Colin. Give it to Brendan. Give it to Paul. Give it to Bill.
And I'm not saying Austin wasn't good in this performance. I think he delivered a really good performance. But
It's an impersonation.
as I mentioned again yesterday on that live stream, I am petty. If you didn't give Taron Egerton an award, I am not letting you get one.
Yeah.
I am not allowing it. And if it happens, it happens. But I also do generally think Brendan gave a better performance. Paul gave a better performance.
Yeah. And they moved me far more. Like, yes, Austin Butler is pretty. Yes, he's a good, he did the voice. He sings. He did not move me. I was not moved. I think the most moving moment was like when he put the mic in his mouth, just like Elvis. That was about it. All right. Actor in a supporting role. We already went through that. Actress in a leading role. Also pretty vicious.
You know what? Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. Michelle Yeoh bust.
Mm-hmm.
If Michelle Williams wins it, I swear to God.
No. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Animated feature is locked. We have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio winning, even though we are team Marcel the Shell with shoes on, with a close runner-up of Puss in Boots.
And then third place, Turning Red. I think it's a brilliant category.
It's the best category we've seen in so long.
Honestly. And you know what's beautiful about it? Only one of them is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Only
it's
one.
It's the first year that we get, it's the first year that Disney doesn't have a monopoly on the category, and it's brilliant and refreshing.
And it's Pixar. And this movie is a Pixar movie.
Even though it's so freaking sad. It's so freaking sad that we get a movie directed by a woman, Tomi Shi, and it's about her experience and everything, and it's the underdog this year. But also, I do think that Disney releasing the movie only on streaming,
it hurt it.
Was not a cool move because they released Lightyear in theaters.
And Lightyear was far inferior to Turning Red. I feel like Turning Red would have ate up the box office.
Lightyear was Top Gun Maverick. Or Top Gun Maverick was
Lightyear. And they were in the movie theaters at the same time. You had Top Gun for the adults in one theater, and then like right next door you had Lightyear for Top Gun for kids. Practically. Did we love did we love Lightyear? No, but did we enjoy it? Of course. Yes. It was fun. It was funny. It has its endearing moments, but it is not Turning Red. Turning Red is something that it is animated everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Mommy issues. And that's on mommy issues. Moving on.
But unfortunately, Pinocchio's winning.
Yeah. I fell asleep with Pinocchio, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I didn't. I think
Film
I fell
Talk
asleep.
does not endorse it.
No, I think I saw stop motion Mussolini, and I think my brain just kind of checked out.
It would be nice. I think that's the only thing that genuinely makes me happy because I love stop motion. My favorite animated movies are stop motion. My favorite animated movie, like one of them, is Coraline. I love Kubo and the Two Strings. I love Laika. It's nice to finally get to see a stop motion film get recognized in this category.
And it's, again, masterfully crafted. It is a
Yeah.
gorgeous movie. Like, the way it's
I
animated,
admire the
phenomenal.
techniques.
That's honestly the most
It's
impressive
just
thing
the
about it.
story.
But like the story I could not, and then it reminded me why I don't even like the original animated film, like the original Pinocchio, that much. I don't care for the story. But then again, it's a story about boyhood, and I I can't relate. So maybe
And
it's just
Guillermo
one of
tried
those
to make it
things.
about being human and humanity and
It
the
was,
cycle of life, but
yeah.
it could have been darker for what he was trying to say. I think he held back too much.
Yeah, because then it just felt superficial. Like that moment at the end that was supposed to have like this heavy emotional weight, I did not feel that much. And I'm like, am I a monster?
Jaded.
Am I just jaded? Am I that jaded? But then I think I just, at the thought of a stupid stop motion shell, I cry. So what's good? What's good emotions? That's the tea. And that's Film Talk. That's Film Talk in a nutshell.
Documentary.
Fire of Love
Fire
or
of Love
Bust.
doesn't win, I'll be upset. I'll be so upset. I'll scream.
I mean, look what happened.
All the other patrons.
Look what happened at the HCA.
Yes, but Goodnight Oppie wasn't nominated here, so we're safe from the Mars rover. It can't hurt you.
Marked safe from the Mars rover. Imagine like these incredible, majestic like volcanoes that killed the subjects of the documentary losing to a fucking Mars rover.
It did. It happened once, but it won't happen again.
Fire, Love, or Bust stream on Disney Plus.
So wait. Here's why I think Fire of Love is gonna win. All the Beauty and the Bloodshed has started losing its steam. It has a story. It has two stories that do not. They intersect, but it's distracting, and I think that's trying people away from it. All the Breeds, I've heard it's good. I haven't seen it. It hasn't been getting as much attention. A House Made of Splinter, either. So here's the thing. It's between Fire of Love and Navalny. I think All the Beauty and the Bloodshed is still strong, but Navalny is getting a very last-minute push because of its subject matter with Russia and everything going on, and people might want to be political, but I also think this is the least political year, no matter what that anonymous actor in that anonymous ballot said about wokeness.
The fuckery.
No.
I'm so tired of that word. I swear to God.
I know, it's stupid. This is a year that we've given into movies for the sake of what they are, how they're made, and how they made us feel. So I think Fire of Love does stand a good chance. It had a good campaign. It's National Geographic. It's Neon. It's Disney. It's been available. People have seen it. They had a bunch of screenings for it. It's won numerous awards. I think it's one of the most awarded documentaries this year.
Yeah.
Barry Jenkins endorsed it on Twitter and on Instagram. So
it's the people's documentary of the year, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's the most accessible. And I think it's gorgeous. So is that it? Have we breezed through everything? Oh my gosh.
Best Picture.
I thought we were safe.
We were not marked safe.
Oh no!
Let me make sure. Keep chit-chatting. Keep chit-chatting to the people.
I'm chit-chatting to the people. Hi, how y'all doing?
I'm going through categories.
She's going through categories like Bizarrap goes through collabs.
Oh, speaking of which, I made a joke. If you guys are wondering why I'm wearing a hat because I'm having
We're both cosplaying.
Yeah. Who am I cosplaying as?
You're cosplaying as Bizarrap, and I'm
Bizarrap.
cosplaying as the
Bisa.
Oscar expert.
Cole, shout out.
Cole, hi Cole. I bought your shirt.
Oh, we missed the writing category, so let's zoom through them. Adapted, women talking. Original, it's between Banshees and everything.
Yeah.
I would like to see Banshees win. I feel like
I
that's
know you
the
do.
only award of the night that it deserves. Not say I like the movie. I just don't want to see oh be threatened.
I mean, I'm not a fan of women talking. This is no secret. I don't think it's as good as it is. It
But
would
it
be
won the
nice to see it.
WGA.
Yeah. So it's probably going to win.
It's literally because of that.
It's probably going to win. However, if this were a perfect world, if this were a fair and just world, I would have given it to Glass Onion. Glass Onion's really fucking well written because Rian Johnson is that guy. So Josie and I attended the Hollywood Critics Association Awards recently, and whilst we were getting ready, we rewatched a brilliant film called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Let's talk about the fact that even 5 years later, that shit still made me cry.
It makes me cry every single time.
Bruh. So Rian Johnson, you king. Yes, you deserve to win adapted screenplay. To be honest, you won original for Knives Out, and I think it would be a just world for you to get adapted, but it's probably going to go to Sarah Polley, the white feminist. And that's that on that. Now we can go to Best Picture.
So, Eeao.
It is Eeao. What? No. It is Eeao. It is truly.
Eeao.
I hate that. No, I don't want to even try that again. It is truly Everything Ever All at Once. We didn't talk about Best Director.
Oh, the Daniels. They're winning.
Like what? Like it's hard?
Like it's hard?
Yeah, it's the Daniels. Best Picture and Director, it's the Daniels and Everything Everywhere. I want to see the Daniels give some really great speeches all night, to be honest. I think it's going to be brilliant.
I hope it's weird.
Oh, yeah. I hope they bring out the hot dog fingers. Good for them. Yeah. I think it is truly Everything Ever All at Once's year. I mean,
again,
even if it doesn't win,
it has the PGA, it has the DGA, and it has SAG. If it doesn't win, the Oscars are admitting they're racist.
Yeah. And even if it doesn't win, aside from that admittance, obviously, which is not news, it's nothing new. I think a year ago, this film premiered at South by Southwest, and everyone was saying it deserves to be Best Picture, but it's never going to make it to the Oscars because it's too weird.
And we were there from the beginning being like,
we were, you and I.
Winner. This is the best movie of the year.
Literally. Since I had to see it in April because it didn't arrive here on time in Puerto Rico, but
and even then, it's just been so tiring because it's just been constantly since I saw it. I just remember being like, I messaged you and I was like, this movie changed my life. I'm not the same person I was a film ago. Yeah. And I just remember loving it and everyone was loving it, but then everyone would be like, yeah, you're right, it's really great, but it's too weird for the Academy. And I love that it's probably gonna win tomorrow. I love that we're seeing a change because it's forcing not only the Academy to change how it votes, the Oscars to change how it does the ceremony and what it decides to uplift and promote. It's also changing how freaking pundits have to look at these awards shows because it's shifting, it's changing, and I think ever since Parasite we've been seeing a shift.
100%. And what is really fun to see, not that it's particularly new, but to see like these smaller, more indie films premiere at festivals, go on and grow to be these awards darlings, I think is so brilliant and just kind of, I don't know, to me it makes me hopeful for the future of film because I find, and you and I know you've had the privilege to be able to attend some film festivals and cover them for the past couple of years. And film festivals are truly like the window for smaller artists and filmmakers to go into the industry to present themselves to the world at a much larger scale, and to see the Daniels, directors like the Daniels get this kind of recognition, I think is brilliant. And I don't know, it just gives me hope. It makes me very hopeful for the industry and what certain movies will get greenlit. I'm sure the execs at A24 are like, they have their own Coke room from Babylon right now from how excited they are, because now all of the sudden you with your weird, funky script have a chance to get greenlit. Oh, it's giving everything a roll at once. Done. Here's my money. Because now everyone's going to try. Because it's the only movie in the past couple of years with this multiverse trend that actually uses that multiverse concept to make something that everybody loves and can be very, very emotionally attached to. And who knew that the best movie of the 21st century, or one of the best movies of the 21st century, would be so kooky? And it just makes it all the more endearing without being superficial. Because I know that was like a big criticism of Coda, that it was like, oh, it was too wholesome, it was very endearing, but it wasn't like, as deep as it could have been, yada, yada, yada. I disagree. But
Oh, wholeheartedly. It was a good movie, and I think
it
people
was
are
good.
just, because people are reducing it to Hallmark
Yeah,
nothingness.
it was very rude.
And it's like, do you know how do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Do you hear how you sound right now? Because that is very demeaning.
It is. And to see, that was just a year ago, to see how far we've come to come around to this movie that at the end of the day is still very emotional and very much family oriented. It's just dressed up in like this multiverse concept, and nobody's really being like, oh, well, I can't say nobody. Of course, there's always going to be the haters being like, oh, the Academy's giving Best Picture to another feel good movie. Who the fuck has felt good at everything, everywhere, all at once? I I've seen that movie like 2 or 3 times now, and at the end, I always have like this weight on my chest.
I'm always crying.
I'm always crying during it. It's therapy.
The same moment every single time when Ki Hui Kwan goes, in another life I would have loved doing laundry and taxes with you. Every single time. I'm out.
You're out.
That's why he's winning. That's why he's winning.
Dude, it's just I think I cry, like I definitely cry during that moment, but I also cry with Joy and oh my god, Evelyn, when Joy and Evelyn have their moments together at the end. I definitely cry there like a baby. Like I'm out. That's why I have so much respect for Stephanie Zhu as well. Like I want Michelle Yeoh to win the Oscar. I want Stephanie Zhu to win her Oscar. But obviously, it's not a perfect world. So it's gonna be spread out, but I am happy to see that the nominees are
Either
very,
way, the cast
very
got in
competitive.
for the acting categories.
The whole cast. That's
and
crazy.
Below the line, they're winning. It's their year, and I'm excited for what's to come on Oscar Sunday. People, like, before we leave, I think it makes me happy that this is what's happening. It makes me happy that this is the outcome, because I was very not depressed, but it's funny how that's the first word that comes to mind. And not jaded. I was very it's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm just gonna say I was very disappointed with award season since last year. Last year was super stressful. Everyone was super competitive, and I'm glad that things are shifting this year, because again, whatever people thought that was the average or the go-to strat to predict these things is being thrown out the window, and people are having to reconsider everything, and I love that, because people forget that word of mouth does have a huge effect. Everything everyone once got to where it is right now because of word of mouth and because of the critics.
Yeah.
So
100%.
people need to recognize that what we say online as critics, as pundits, etc., does have an effect.
It does matter.
And that's why you shouldn't be in it for how many clicks you can get or how many people you can get to follow what you're saying or your platforms. It's about the movies. That's why we're all here. And I think this year is perfectly representative of that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's literally about the movies. Like, if you have fun treating it like the Super Bowl with your stats, go for it, but don't be toxic about it to others. For real. That's the key. And I think with that note, Josie, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at the Josie Marie on Twitter and Letterboxd.
You can find me at Captain Melendez on Twitter and Letterboxd, as well as subscribing to Film Talk here on YouTube. Turn on the notifications bell so that you can see a video from us once every couple months. No, I'm kidding. We're going to try to be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, we actually owe you guys our TIFF roundup, which we know it's late, but still, if you're up for it,
yeah,
it's
if
coming.
you're just it's we spoke for a little bit, but there's, life has been insane for the past couple of months, and just bear with us. But there is content coming. We do have a schedule now. We have stuff coming going on, and we are open to ideas. So if you want us to cover something in particular, as always, you can respectfully leave it down below in the comments, and we're going to do our best. We have a couple of things coming up for this year, so it's going to be a good year. Good stuff. Good stuff is coming. So remember to subscribe and follow Film Talk on Twitter as well, so that you are in the know of everything that we're doing. Anything else that we wanna close off with?
Fire of Love Supremacy.
Excellent.
Bye.
Bye.